What's up, guys? Black Rose Duelist here with Battle of the Roses number 2 of the official revamp. So, last episode, Mass Heroes won the whole first episode 3-1, a pretty big landslide against Roids. Now this time, as you can see, I added a top 10 list. So every week, a new deck from the top 10 will go against number 1 deck, which in this case is Mass Heroes, and it will go from that order. So Power Tool is this episode. I also added a new leaderboard, which, as you can see, Roids is in second place with 0 points, Mass Hero with first, as most days at number 1. By days, I mean episodes. So every time they win an episode, they'll get a point. Also, once a deck loses, it's never going to actually be off the list. There's always opportunities where you guys can vote again for a deck to be back in the game. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be doing a duel from the number 1 deck from the next deck in the list. Okay, so I'll be the one playing with Roids. Roids is the deck against Mass Heroes, the number 1 deck today. Hopefully my webcam will load soon, because I have a special guest today. Anyways, I'm facing my new friend. His name's Dylan Berry. I'll have his channel in the description below. So we have a new Mass Hero player. I'll try to do this every time a deck wins more than once. I'll try to get more than one player playing it, so that way you guys will be able to see more builds than just the standard build. They are basically the same build, just different players. So it is still Mass Heroes, just a different person playing it with basically the same build as the one from last episode. So I'm just gonna move this away because the webcam isn't showing. So I start off with my Roids, not my Roids, that was last week, Nico, with my Power Tool deck, Power Tool Spam, requested by the same one who requested Roids last week. So I basically go off here into my Power Tool play, and I just hold nothing back, if that makes sense. I just want to get as much advantage as I can because I can. If you don't get +1s and stuff, another advantage when it's right there in your face, I don't know what the point of that would be if you didn't take up that offer. So as you can see, just like completely going off here. This deck build is similar to Jamie the Kid 00's. I used to play this deck a lot before Mathematician, so I kind of went online and searched a few, and his build really works, so shout out to him too. But now, as you can see, I got the newly limited to 1 card, Symbol of Heritage, and I leave. As you can see, my field is pretty sturdy. I wanted to be able to win next turn, so I left the Gigaplants out. I needed a Stardust because of Raigeki or Dark Hole, and as you can see, he did have his Dark Hole, but the problem is he's going to get rid of his Stardust, or my Stardust, which is a really big issue for me, because now he's just going to be able to Dark Hole, and I don't know how I can come back from that. I have a Hidden Armory, which doesn't really do much for me, because well, I do get a Symbol of Heritage, which helped, and I got to go for I didn't really have any other plants left, so I just had Dandelion, which will just be able to die by the Dark Law, which is pretty saddening. He gets another Raigeki, which doesn't really matter at this point. Basically, he can just go off now. Blade, Ninja Samurai, and the Dandy's gonna get banished, so that's good for him. Not good for me, though. I'm really curious to see how far Mass Hero goes. I want something else to win, of course, because of diversity, but it's also fun to see a deck completely reign over the others and see if anything can really beat it. So, game 1 goes to Mass Heroes. I did pretty well, I think, but the problem was the Dark Hole, and then he managed to get rid of the Stardust. So, I go first now again, and I draw basically this really similar hand. I try to go for the best play I can, which is just get the biggest field I can with protection. So that's what I do. It's just crazy the types of plays this deck can do. Yeah, 3 Lone Fire is crazy. Power Tool is really good now because it can it can get anything, and it helps a lot. Like Super Solar Nutrient can even get the Symbol of Heritage thing. He pays 4,500, which he kind of had to do. He had to get away, try to break down my field somehow. So he goes for his Anki, and he destroys my Stardust, and that scared me. I thought he had a Raigeki now, but he goes for his Dark Law, which really hurts my deck because you need your plants. I go for Raigeki because it's just such a big problem, but he goes for his Lance, which is okay because now all my monsters can get over it. I searched, but he banishes, but it doesn't matter because I can go back for another power tool, but he MSTs the DDR, but that's fine. I can still come back and win, but Forbidden Lance is my power tool, but I get over his Dark Law, which is really good. Then I go for my Glow Up and try to get some advantage because now he doesn't have a Dark Law to hinder my performance. I go for my rank 6 Batalamus and try to get advantage to be able to compete in the rest of the duel. He top decks a Dark Hole, which really kind of hurt, but it's fine. I have a Soul Charge, and as you can see now, I just wanted to clear that because if it was a Torrential and I played Soul Charge, I would have lost. But I Black Rose its field because why not? I have a Soul Charge. I'm not attacking anyways. It's going to bring everything back. And I basically guaranteed the win here. It kind of gave me hope in the power tool thing. But Mass Heroes are a really big just force to be reckoned with. But luckily, I do get a really good field out there. But leave him down with 400 life points. And he's going to lose now. So Power Tool does win a game. And that's pretty nice. I wanted to win at least once, but we'll see who wins at the end here. But yeah, I just finished him off, so... Game 3. It's the first to 3, by the way, because 3 duels would be a little too short. Game 3. I'm feeling pretty good now because I have 1-1. But if you just look at this hand. He hits 4 back row, and I'm just stuck with a Mathematician. And no really good place to go. I wanted to get rid of the Dandelion to treat with Super Solar, but the problem was he was just not having it. Phoenix Chain ruined it, and now he's going off again. What he could have done was he could have played Mass Change, so Mathematician would have been banished. But I think it was overall a good idea for him to keep the Mass Change for this play. Now he gets to banish a card of my hand, so I guess it was good to save the Mass Change. But he banishes this on my hand, which gives me a good idea. Now what I can do is I can send the Gigaplant and then get the Gigaplant back, but he MSTs it again, so I'm just like, ugh, what do I do now? I'm just kind of left to die here. But he kind of goes off again, Excalibur, Death. Yeah, he wins this one. He's playing really good though. But yeah, I'm just... I really don't know what can be Mass Heroes at this point. 1-2. This is the next match. If Heroes win this, then they win the whole thing, and they'll be on the next episode. Their episode number 3. I get a decent-ish hand. I try to go for as much as I can. I didn't think he'd have the Dark Hole Raigeki this time. I wanted to go for a Stardust, but I think I messed up somewhere, or I just kind of wanted to go for the more advantage route. But the sad thing is, as you can see in his hand, he does have a Dark Hole, and that will ruin everything. That's the problem with these decks that put so many things on the board, and they're just open the Dark Hole and stuff. But as you can see, I do try to get as much advantage as I can. But will it do much? Probably not, now that you can look at this. I really did not want to lose this duel. As you can see, I try to go all in. I get 2 draws. This is my kind of excuse for not going to Stardust. Because I got 3 draws and a search, so I don't know. And then I add this back, so I set myself up for the next turn. But as you can see, Dark Hole poops on me, and it's just like a +5, I think, +4, +5, and he gets to go off now too. It honestly would be a miracle fusion if I managed to win. But now you can see he mass changes into Dark Law, which kind of just ruins everything. But no matter what, I never give up. Most people will surrender, but I don't like to surrender. I like to play a game until it's over. So who knows? I could still win. Black Rose is really handy. That's what I was going to try to go for, but he Book-a-Mooned it. Now it's looking really dangerous, and it's game. So he really did play a really good game. And yeah, thank you, Dylan Berry, for this duel. I'll be right back with a leaderboard and the point score top 10. Oh wow, this video is 11 minutes. Okay, so the leaderboard now is Mass Heroes with 2 wins, Roy's is 0, Power Tool is 0. I didn't put that in the list because it's not really important. They're not really on the list, they just have been in the game. So the top 10, Mass Heroes still number 1. Next episode we will have trains. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, put down what deck you want me to play in the tournament, and see you guys later.